Hello, everyone, and welcome to this SIG Compute meeting. So first of all, we got Enrico here, which is new in this meeting. Do you want to say hi?
Hello, everyone. I'm Enrico. I joined recently KubeVirt project to work on charts, and I guess I will need to interact a lot with the people in C Compute to make sure we have something that works for everyone.
Great, welcome. Okay, so I think that unless there is anything else critical, let's start with web tracking, and then we can go away from there. So you can see the board link in the documents. That's the query I'm using. So what do you think, Vladik? Should we go over this one by one, or do you think we should talk about something specific?
No, I think we just need to make sure that go over each one of them, see the things are moving. I think Alexander is here, so maybe he can just speak to his work, and then we'll move with the others.
Now the synchronization controller PR was merged yesterday. I have what I'm calling the actual core functionality PR working locally. I'm just adding functional tests, making sure everything is up to snuff before I push it up, which should be within the next few days.
Okay, great. So there's this also Jed's PR that's associated with this, and where is it?
Right. So Jet's PR is not technically required. If it gets in, it will conflict with what I'm working on a little bit, but that's fine. It should be minimal to actually rebase on that. So if it gets in, great. If not, it shouldn't affect the feature. So. But I think Jet has it in a pretty good place at this point, so hopefully it'll get merged fairly soon. So.
Yeah, definitely. I looked at it. In general, I didn't find anything critical there. We need to improve the description there, and I think I had a few suggestions that this can be just simple follow-up, I think. But I would expect more eyes on it. That's just to bring it to attention.
Okay, great. So is there anything else we can help you with here, Alex?
No, not right now. Moving along nicely, so I'm still happy.
Okay, cool.
Great. Yeah, next one is the IBM secure execution. Yeah. Let's see if there's a PR. So yeah, I think this one maybe needs some attention.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone else besides me can look at it, because I mean, practically I'm not able to get to everything.
Yeah,
sure.
This can be just. I mean, in terms of not even in terms of functionality, but just proofread this.
So yeah, I want to offload you, so you can CC me. We'll take a look at this.
Thank you, Igor.
Sure, no problem.
And I'll also try to look at this. Anything else about this? I mean, are there any, I don't know, known challenges that we need to discuss or something like that? Or
I think this one is pretty straightforward. I don't expect any challenges here.
okay. Great. So next on the line, I see it's the instance types, and it's already complete.
That's completed.
So we can skip it, I guess, unless there are objections.
Yeah, the array is next.
The array. Oh yeah, maybe we have a different order or something. Okay, so the array. So yeah, before I went to my vacation, we talked about a PR. See that it now is out there. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to have a look on this. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy one.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to this as well. But Ali, you had a prerequisite for this that was merged, right?
Yes. So there are two PRs out there. One is merged. It's in KubeVirt CI, which adds DRA provider, a kind DRA 132 provider to KubeVirt CI. So anyone who is looking at it and wants to try it out, they can install this kind cluster, and then there will be instructions to install a sample DRA driver, and then that would be the place to try it out. The second PR is bumping the client Go dependencies to 1.32. Somehow it is not linked to this enhancement here, but I can share the PR here. It has both look good to me and approved label. It just needs to be removed hold. I'm waiting on Lubo to make a final check and remove the hold. I just shared in the chat here. It's 14802.
Is Lubo here? I'll ping Lubo.
Yeah.
If you can link the PR to the issue, that would be
Sure.
great.
Does it need to be linked to the enhancement issue?
Yeah, I think it will be better to have everything in one place.
Sure. I'll do that.
Thanks.
Yeah, and once this merges, the only thing that I need to do with the original PR is to rebase everything. I think that should make the the tests NCI pass on it.
Yeah, just to see that it runs there and it generates errors. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we need to get to reviewing the main PR.
Yeah, and I see it's hold it. Is this still relevant?
Yeah, I was working with Lubo yesterday on this. I got two labels, but I was not sure if he wanted to take another look at it. So, yeah, I've pinged him. I'm not sure if he wants to, or we can remove the whole.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, and yeah, I'll try to get to it soon. Okay. Yeah, image volumes, as I said, I think it's already done, right? The PR is already merged, I think. I can't find the link, but I'm pretty sure it was merged, right? Does anyone remember?
I think so. You'll find the
Yeah,
link.
yeah, that was merged, definitely.
Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay, so I think that's nothing else there. Okay, there's the firmware UUID implementation.
That's merged as well.
Okay. And yeah, the final one is the video configuration. And I see it's open. So does anybody know what the state is?
I can ping Daniel Siono for that. You can CC me on that.
I see that, but there's a lot of traction here. Felix, Luvo. So yeah, it looks like people are
okay.
Are involved here. So yeah, I'll also have a deeper look, but yeah, it looks good. So yeah, this is everything. Is there anything else regarding VEPs? Anybody needs reviews? Anything at all?
I actually have a question. I don't know if it's the right time.
Yeah,
so
for
for the charts, I think we will need a VEP, and I was wondering if SIG compute is the right place or not.
For a proposal, you mean?
Yes, exactly. Like, should be in here? Should be, I don't know, with
Yeah, definitely.
is there a CI team?
Basically, there are a bunch of SIGs in Qubit. One of them is SIG Compute, which is this one. So we have a repo for enhancements. This one, I'll link it in the chat. Basically, in here you can post, design proposals, and yeah, if you want to talk about something or ideas for a proposal, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So the thing is, I wanted to move in a way that kind of works for everyone. There is a design doc that has been approved. The person that did the design doc, he told me that he's gonna do the VEP. So I guess I'll wait for him. But in the meantime, it's like I guess because a VEP need a SIG, I think that this should be the correct SIG. And if that's the case, at some point, I think I'll need somebody to explain the release process and the generation of the release artifacts, because even though we want to do a first step where that's a manual operation, I think we need to see how we can then generate the charts automatically. That might need some magic down the line. And yeah, definitely as soon as we have the charts that are public, we need to make sure that when we release a new version, we can test the charts and that the two things do not, collide. Otherwise, people will try to install and it's not going to work. I've been there, so I want to make sure that works before we can even say that we have a working chart. So it's going to be a process.
Yeah, so first of all, you're welcome to ask us anything on Slack. And you mentioned that there was a sketch of a proposal, right? A Google doc or something, right?
So there is a design doc that has been approved already. And that doc was not written by me, but by Atanas Dynov that he didn't apply as a member yet, so it's not. We cannot even include him in like in the CI, in the owner, etc. I contacted him via Slack. He's active, and given that VEPs can have only one owner, I asked him if he can do it. I guess if this will take longer, I will ask him, if I can take over at least temporarily. I created the repo for charts that's up. And, before moving on, that for me, it's going to be starting to create issues inside the repo so that we can, have a conversation on how to do stuff there. I wanted to understand if this is the right SIG, and if this is the right SIG, I will fix the CI and ownership to have you there, and then have a VEP so that we can have a conversation. I'm seeing that the VEP don't have a lot of discussion. It's more about tracking. So the discussion happens, I guess, in PRs and issues, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's just, I don't want to take the meeting over on discussing charts. I guess that's boring, but it's more to understand where that conversation should be and what are the next steps.
To the proposal so I can see it.
Let me send you the link.
So sorry, Enrico, was this about Helm charts?
Yes, Helm charts.
Oh yeah, okay. So this one, the process that we're tracking right now is pretty new. It's only been there for previous release and this one. But in the main conversation that took place in another proposal, so there was a community. Yeah, I think in this one.
Community 224.
Right.
Exactly. That's actually pretty old. It's from 2 years ago, and right. That was merged. I took, when I saw that was merged, and you can see it in at the end of. Yeah, so we have I just created the repos, and joined the project, and now we need to fill them up. So, before, what I didn't want to do was just pushing code on the chart repo that, it makes sense to me, but nobody was involved. And I wanted to understand what was the, best process to have you involved. And yeah, that's why I'm here. It's just I can tell you that pushing a chart that works, it's easy. I have already charts that I can use. So it's more about having something that it makes sense with all your processes, and that it makes sense also with whatever style we want to do. That's it. And so I wanted to understand, what. How should I contribute?
I think now is the implementation, right? I mean, so we need so what we need is a tracker. I think just an issue tracker, and then PRs to implement it. And I think the PRs. So if I remember correctly, and maybe I'm off entirely. But from what I remember, we agreed to implement this in a separate repository that will be inside the KubeVirt org repo, right?
Yes, and that has been created. That was my first contribution. Have that repo up.
Okay, so now I guess we need PRs in that repo and go from there.
Perfect. And so I can loop the SIG compute, so I can actually add, on the ownership on the CI, I can add SIG compute. That makes sense for you.
Sure. Yes, although I mean, we will definitely help review this, but we are nowhere experts in this. I'm not entirely sure who is the expert in Helm charts. So we can assist, but I just don't know.
And can I ask, so you are the one that do the release. The actual release process is something that it's owned by the SIG, correct?
So there's a SIG release. Some of us are members in SIG release.
Okay, because the SIG release does not have a call.
Yeah, but I'll let Lubo speak. He's knows how things are working better.
Okay.
Hey, so yeah, so currently it's me and Federico and I guess Vladik whenever it's needed. So you can ping us on the Kuber Dev channel and we can give you whatever you need from us. I guess you want to include the time charts as part of the release, right?
Ideally, yes. Like maybe I don't know what's the timeline for the next release, but at some point we should charts should be released with KubeVirt so that we can tell people how to install KubeVirt, to do Helm chart, Helm install, whatever. So we need to be aligned there. Maybe not on the first iteration. Like first iteration can be that we do it manually. But then, yeah, I want that the whatever release script is there that generate the current artifacts should generate also the chart somehow.
Yeah. Okay.
But that will take steps. So, the first thing is, even if it's a manual op, I just want to understand, how I can integrate with that and how we can make something that's, makes sense and it's not tenable for everyone. But I can start all those conversations in issues inside the charts and just loop you folks. And then, next week I'll show up and it's like, hey, check that. If that works for you, it's okay with me.
Yeah.
Yes, please. That sounds great.
Perfect.
One thing I wanted to add here is we do use Helm releases internally for KubeVirt, and we have an engineer who is pretty well versed with maintaining that. So if you guys need help on a second pair of eyes that is reviewing this stuff, then please let me know. I can and reach out and see if they can come review this stuff here.
That would be great, actually. I am doing this for my company, so I guess it would be great. Yes.
Okay. I'll start that conversation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ali. And maybe it would be a good opportunity to talk about it in a SIG release, frame, Slack conversation, a meeting, whatever. Yeah, really cool. So, anything else before we wrap up, because we're almost out of time? All right then. See you next time, and thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.